Sometimes I think back on when I was doing music in New York City, and I just think to myself, and I kind of knew it at the time too, this all doesn't really need to be this competitive or adversarial. Now, don't get me wrong, there are lots of people who are not like this. There's many talented, wonderful people who are not like that. But I just remember like shows and like open mics that went to like 4 in the morning, and that could be cool in a way. But like, people, 80 people performing, and it's like people saying to me like, oh, on the way to the bathroom, like, don't stink up the bathroom. I actually heard that more than one time from quite a few different people. Interesting. It's like this whole attitude that some people had about it didn't change anything. It didn't make them more popular. It didn't make them famous. It didn't make them better. There were also people who were legitimately very, very good and didn't behave that way at all. And there are people who weren't as good who totally behaved that way. And I would remember just hearing people saying things like, I'm already going to be bitter in advance because someone's going to get signed, and when they get signed, we're all going to be bitter about it because I know that they say to ourselves that should have been us. And even at the time, and I think that I'm just here to say, like, from the future, back to my past self, like, check, I was right. I remember thinking, like, this is just like, what's the point of all this? It's not going to change anything. And there were some people who, to various degrees, carried on and defined success for themselves, whether that other people agreed it was success or they thought it was successful, they just kept doing it, or other people thought they got recognized by other people. And they kind of had that continuation of their art. They kept going when they left New York in some cases and went on to do other things. But just this whole idea that like at any moment, anyone going around the corner, there's going to be like this big, like, once fell swoop opportunity that's going to instantly transform them. Like, I think over time I realized this doesn't go that way. It's a series of things that happen. And it's not going to, everyone's set idea of what this all means to be successful is not going to happen to everyone in that exact same cliche form. And that really, ironically, competitiveness can't just be about having like a hostile attitude towards other people. It has to be more like one doing them their own best. And as I've continued doing music in different places, I find that there's talent everywhere. And sure, I think things happen in New York City, and big things happen in New York City, but it doesn't mean it was happening in our particular environment of the things we were doing.